What is up? Oof. What's going on? Alright. Let's get some stuff shipped. Send out a couple of offers real quick. Let's see. Saturday was really good. Yesterday was okay. I won't bore you with the details of 2 returns that are open. One of them I kind of expected, and I think I'm just going to refund it. Either that or I'm just going to have them return it and then keep the damn thing. Oh, let's see. I'm not going to sell it. I might as well just refund him now. That makes more sense. The pressure cooker. And the Nintendo that was sold as is, send full refund, continue. As parts repair unit is getting returned, so obviously I'm not going to refund that one in full. Oh god, it's gonna drive me nuts. Stop it. There we go. Because the bottom wasn't flat. Yep. Which, on my stove, which is like a coil range, totally didn't notice. But I guess if you have one of those newfangled stovetops where it's all flat, more noticeable. But honestly, I don't need a pressure cooker, which I didn't notice till right before I shipped it anyway. So I just refunded that one. The Nintendo one ain't gonna get his money back, all his money back anyways. There is one item I forgot. And there was one MIA item, and it's kind of driving me crazy because I don't think it's sold. It was a map, and there's only one place I keep maps, which is very strange for it not to be there, and I swear I've seen it previously. So, the package that was late got updated to sent to the USPS Package Recovery Center, which means there was damage to the label, or the box broke, or there was some other issue with the package. That happened yesterday. I've never had that happen to one of my outbound packages. Never had it really on an inbound one either. So that's a first. Frustrating though. Just means that A, I don't have the item, and B, my money is tied up for at least however long it takes for eBay to step in and refund me for item not received, which could be 5-6 days. Either that, or the guy sent me bricks of cocaine instead of the postcards that I ordered, which, though appreciated, not necessary. But I did pick up 8 binders of postcards at a total random pop-in. There's a little flea market that happens down the street here on Saturdays. I almost never go because it's usually overpriced. It's been over a year since I've been, and it's changed quite a bit. One of the vendors had a bunch of postcards, and I was asking how much they cost, and they're like, they're priced on the back, blah, 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 but I'll make you a deal if you buy a bunch. I said, how much if I bought all of them? And they gave me a price, and I got a pretty damn good deal. So a lot of that stuff's going to be coming to Whatnot tonight. A lot of real photos in it. It's a lot of West Coast stuff mostly, but not all. But I'd say at least 10% of it is real photo, which is kind of cool. Nice. Yep, new postcards all coming. I mean, there's some that are going to eBay, but pretty good stuff still. That happened too yesterday. It was steady. I wouldn't call it a slow day. This morning's been great. Yeah, yesterday was okay. Not as good as the 3 days previous. We're off to a good start today. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . and orders are steadily coming in, so that's good. I am getting towards the end of processing all the inventory out of that house. There are some exceptions to that. A lot of the paper stuff is still in the works. It's not all listed, but basically as everything has come into the house, it's getting like super sanitized first. All the clothing got soaked in OxyClean and baking soda for 24 hours, then machine washed. All the hard goods are getting soaked in bleach and water for 24 hours, and then hand washed or run through the dishwasher. Pretty much slow, but good process. I've gotten a bunch of it listed, which is good. Alright, is that all of them? I think that's all the rest that aren't first class or international. At the end of the day, depending if I'm able to salvage any of the paper, it's either going to be like $1,000 in free inventory or $3,000 in free inventory. Getting mildew smell out of paper is very, very difficult. Baking soda alone does not cut it, I have learned. I mean, maybe it will after a very long time, but 3-4 days, not enough. I've got an entire bin right now with a bunch of paper in there and like basically encased in like low or high scent control kitty litter with like baking soda crystals and shit in it. I'm gonna see if that works. I'm researching like various mildew-side products, trying to figure out like what's gonna work best. We're in the gray times here, so unfortunately sunshine ain't gonna cut it. We had snow last night. Not a lot. It's actually snowing currently. Light dusting. I got a huge pile of Edison records from the guy for $5, which I'm only about a third of the way of cleaning those. That's just a slow process. Rice more. And then I've got about 7 or 8 regular LPs I got from him. I need to get cleaned and listed. Most of the stuff cleaned up pretty good so far. I actually haven't had to just completely trash anything yet, which is awesome. Because the idea was to salvage. Yeah, sell similar works. Nice. It's a great series. Teach you everything you need to know. Oh yeah, you guys use that weird forwarder. Nice, congratulations. That's out. We got another one, guys. When you do a relist, you don't get a new item number. You don't, basically, you don't get a fresh listing out of it. It's the listing ID carries over when you don't do when you do relist. Now, I'm not sure, and I know that if I speak his name, he will appear. But I believe Tommy disagrees that there's any difference between end and relist and end and sell similar. I'm not going to get into it. I do sell similar, mostly because I also use web interpret, and to do end and relist is virtually impossible if using web interpret. It takes 10 times longer. So I don't really have any insight which is better, but what I've heard is getting the new item ID is what is preferred in that process. We're going to have some late arrivals for sure. What are we down to? 24. Woo. All right, let's get this shite on the road. Here are the LPs I got. Only a tiny bit musty. Blondie, Parallel Lines. Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams. I like the album art on this one. Uncensored, more college drinking songs. Cheap Trick, Live at Budokan. Martin Denny. Yeah, I love me some Martin Denny. Ooh, this one, I can see the mildew on it. Where's my... Kill that shit right away. Get out of my house. That is a 50-50 mix of rubbing alcohol and water, very lightly damped on there. I can see it on there too. Could just be dust, but I'm not taking any chances. Star Wars soundtrack. First press, I believe. 1977. Foghat Live. This ain't a great record. And then Trooper Dick Curtis, sealed. I can see the freaking shit on there too. I have no idea. I have no clue about this record, but it's sealed, so I just, general rule of thumb, if it's sealed, pick it up. Pee Wee Hunt and his Dixieland Band. This one also, I can see mildew on it. Kill that shit. So not bad for, you know, just a handful of records. I'll probably keep the Martin Denny unless it turns out to be like a $100 record. Speaking of records, we did sell some. First one going out, Arlo Guthrie, Alice's Restaurant, In the Shrink. Classic song. No. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. As far as 13-minute folk songs go, it's up there, one of the best. So good they made a movie about it. I don't know which came first, the song or the movie. I'm gonna guess the song. Okay, but sell similar, you get a new number. That's what I was saying. Sell similar gets a net. It's a net new listing, right? Like relist is just relisting. You're just basically bumping up the same. Now the good thing is if you have like a multi-quantity of that same item and you just click relist with the same pictures, the traffic and sales history follows that listing. So it can be in your benefit to just do a relist in some cases, but uh-oh. I shipped this. What the hell? Didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Yep, I did. Did he order 2? No. 73019. Does that have this stupid glitch again? Did he buy 2? It's a different... Oh well. That's really weird. Alright, we'll go pull that one a little bit. Alright, let me get a couple of these big old bulky ones out of the way. This is a lot of 1997, 1998 Winner's Circle cars. These have been listed for a minute. Super happy they sold. They're already packed up, so I'll just put them on screen. '35 Winner's Circle, 97, 98. These came from the Elma buy. I got an entire bin of Winner's Circle Racing Champions, like not top-notch diecast. So I lotted all those up, and I've sold one of the lots already. This is the second to sell. £7. Yeah, if you're going to get into selling records, I highly recommend learning the basics on grading records, because it will vastly help your sales. Alright, this next item I'm so happy sold. It has been in my store for so long, and I couldn't figure out why it hadn't sold. It's a old school puffer coat for the Dallas Cowboys, and man, I put this thing on sale. I've like significantly dropped the price many times. Would not sell. Then the other day, I go and I look at the listing, and my title said, Pro Player Dallas Cowboys Full Zip Puffy Coat. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I hear people call it a puffer coat and not a puffy coat. So I changed it to puffer, and it sold in like 3 days. So yeah, having the right keywords sure does help. All right, let me make sure this is going to get... And that is why I do not sell clothes. Because I don't know the words for things. Either that, or did the Cowboys suck and they're good again this year? Is that what happened? Maybe that's what's happened. Oh my god. What am I doing? Put it in the bag that's the size of the thing. This is why I don't sell clothes. Probably gonna lose a little bit on the shipping here. Let's see. Will it fit in a medium box? Probably. That will definitely fit. I don't know why I keep putting boxes together that I have boxes already put together for that same size. That's dumb. There's another reseller who's, I'm not going to call out, but their handle rhymes with Shilly Stripper, who sells records but doesn't do any grading. I don't even think looks at condition, just lists them as they are. And then go check out their feedback versus my feedback. I've sold a lot of records. learning the basics of grading is very, very important. The puffer coat sold for $55. So I don't know if that's good for a puffer coat. I don't know. I'm happy it's gone. Can you sell records without grading them? Yes. Are you going to get better sales and better feedback by learning and if you're going to do it, this is all you have to know for grading records. All right. 1, have a free return policy, because this is a subjective practice, and not, somebody might disagree with you, all right, and that's okay. So make sure you have free returns. Then go to any one of my record listings and copy and paste this into a template. Okay? Very, very basic. This is how you define the various grades of the record, right? Then, as you're listing your records, see which of these categories it falls into. All right? Put the grade in here, and then put your methodology in every single listing, so people know what you graded it, and they know the grade that you, based on this is your criteria that you're using. Feel free to make changes to it if you need to, but these 2 things are all you need to know, and then follow it. That's it. It's not difficult. If it's always better to grade on the conservative side, meaning grade it down, versus grading it up. Having a customer get a record that's better than they expected is way better than having a record show up to a customer that's worse than they expected. Yeah, I mean, just as long as you're disclosing what you're doing, right? Then whatever they define, if it's different, they can define it different. But you're disclosing what your definitions are. Yeah. I've had maybe in this last year, I have had two records returned the whole year. Out of how many have you guys seen me ship out? So that's, that's not to say that there isn't a learning curve, right? You're going to make mistakes for sure when you get started. But, for example, where'd my records go? Alright, so one of the reasons I always pick up sealed records is because I don't have to grade them. And it's 2 pictures. Front, back, done. Alright, this one. It's got writing on the front, already downgraded. Can you get it off? Oh, look at that. I got it off. Just rubbing my thumb right on it. Done. Just got upgraded. We've got some bumps on the corners. That's not a deal killer. Some scuffing on the back. That's not a deal killer. Cover is easily VG+. It doesn't look like that pen impressed into the cardboard at all. The record, this is a 78, so this one is, oh, this isn't even the record that goes in here. So that ain't gonna get put up for sale. Here's the record that goes in there. Alright, well, I can already see a scratch that goes from there. You can see it too. See that scratch? That immediately is going to drop it down to at least a VG and probably under that. So if it goes under VG, unless it's something very, very special, I'm not going to list it. Fog Hat Live. Really nice, good condition cover. It's got a little bump down here. Nothing bad, nothing too bad. Probably say VG plus on this. Very light scuffing on the cover. I'm not seeing any scratches. Nothing, no deep scratches on there. You can probably see as well. It'd show up on that camera in the reflection. This could be a candidate to say near mint. Always check to make sure that you don't have a bunch of scuffs around the spindle and there's no warping. So that would be at least a VG+. No scratches, no scuffs, clean record. Doesn't have a bunch of marks around the spindle. The inner sleeve looks almost brand new. So that I'd go VG+ or better. Let's check out the Martin Denny. Hopefully we see a good reason for me to keep it. Alright. No scratches. It's dirty. But with vinyl, don't do this with 78s. But with vinyl, 50-50 rubbing alcohol and water and a soft cloth. And just go around and stay away from the label. Some use just cloth. This is actually looking good. It's just dirty. So if I go... I'll grab my cloth real quick. I get 99% isopropyl, and then I dilute it. Go around the circle, stay away from the label. It will not damage the record. There are professional record cleaners you can buy, but this does the trick. And I'll do a quick round to dry it. And then just air will do the rest. And then usually I'll take another look at it. And that's actually looking pretty clean. No scratches. So that I'd put in VG plus or better for sure. And then also a good idea, whenever you have a record that isn't going to sell or you're not going to list, take out the paper sleeve. Good to have a supply of these on hand. Oh, there is a little scratch right here. So I'd probably actually have to downgrade that. But I'm just going to keep it instead, because I like Martin Denny and I don't have this one. But keep the paper sleeves, because you're going to inevitably find records that don't have them. And you want to make sure you include a paper sleeve with your sales. So there you go. There's some basics. You know, I've looked into those. There's no reason. They're really expensive for what they are, and they don't really save you much time. They're pretty easy. What if they have skips? I don't play test anything. Microfiber's good, but it just any soft cloth is usually sufficient. I mean, this is literally like a washcloth. It's not going to damage anything though. Microfiber works great. But skips you're going to see because they're going to look like scratches. That's the only reason why a record's going to skip. So if you look at it in the light and there's a scratch on it that goes across it, yeah, not even expensive ones. Once you learn to visual grade, you're going to know stuff that's going to be an issue. Old t-shirts work great too. Old socks. Turn out inside out old socks. I've sold, well, last year I sold a 45 for $800. I've sold several over $300. Actually, it was earlier this year I sold that 45 for $800, I think. The Aladdins. And that thing was like, it came off the press the day before. It was such good condition. I currently have a hip hop record that's listed for over 500. It's a pretty rare one. Lord Arik. And I think I've got some 78s that are listed up there. The other record I sold is Peter Ustinov. The Voices of Peter Ustinov. BBC Records. This one sold for $12.71. I just know Peter Ustinov from when I was a kid. He played Blackbeard the pirate in the Blackbeard's Ghost, the Dean Jones movie, Disney movie. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, after you're done watching Singing in the Rain, watch Blackbeard's Ghost. Probably available on Disney Plus. That movie holds up, and if you like mid-century design, that movie is like pure 1950s aesthetic. It's great. It basically follows the same general plot line of just about every Disney movie, live action Disney movie from that era. Like, you know, Son of Flubber or Shaggy Dog or Computer Who Wore Tennis Shoes or That Darn Cat or The Cat from Outer Space or Freaky Friday. They're all kind of the same. The Ghost, yes. The Ghost and Mr. Chicken. What 45? It was the Aladdins. The Aladdins. Or there's two spellings for it. There's one where it's two L's and one D, and one where it's two D's and one L. And I think they had to change it because of copyright with the Aladdin company, who made like lunch boxes and stuff, thermoses, things like that back in the day. I believe is the story behind it. So the one with the spelling that I had was a rarer version than the other one. Here, I think it's going to be on Worth Point, so. And I got it at an estate sale in a lot of reel-to-reel tapes and some 45s. Let's see. Is it? Well, this is the record, but this isn't my listing. It was way better condition than this. Maybe, weird. Yeah, not there. Alright, moving on. Still a bunch more to ship out here. Had a customer come in and buy 4 items. Kind of a weird mix of stuff, but I'll take it. They bought a fleece, a pair of shears, and 2 pieces of jewelry. Let's get this out of the way. going to be just over a pound. Where's it going? Texas. Here's what we're going to do. The hard thing in first, and the soft thing in after that. Makes sense. Alright, and then we take those, go from there. That is true. I will tell you that if there, like I said, if there's a skip, I don't ask questions. Send it back. Any problems, just send it back for a full refund. Always grade conservatively. You're not going to catch, even if you listen to every record start to finish, its performance from turntable to turntable is going to differ as well. You could have somebody who's got, like, their needle set super light on the turntable so it's barely touching the groove, and they're going to get a skip when you're not. So, my stance on it is just not cost effective to spend the time to listen to every single record. it just would take way too long. It's an hour a record. That's insane. I'm not doing that. I think while you're starting, it's a good idea to see how certain defects on the surface of a record affects it. I think that's a really good idea. But playtesting every single record is not something that I'm going to be able to do ever. Yeah, well, like I said, if you're careful and you are grading conservatively, I've had 2 returns in what? At least shipped 500 records this year. Probably well over that. And I have 100% positive feedback, so I'm doing something right. Although I did get a neutral, which I'm still trying to fight, because the customer said my packaging was great, but it still got damaged, but he was able to fix it. Didn't contact me. I've sent 2 messages now. I've already contacted eBay once. I'm going to be contacting them again if I don't get a response. Moving on. But it is not a record. It was for the cassette case that I sold. This is the full run, 1960 run of Workbasket magazine. Sold for $23.70. Let's see if we can do a little something to protect this. I got all of these when I bought out a sewing closet, and I also bought all of her sewing magazines, and I don't know, it's been about a year since I listed them all, and I've sold a good chunk of them, but I still have some of the like single year runs that'll probably take a little while. I think I paid $1 for the whole closet full. I need to cut that down, cut it down, cut it down. I need to cut that down. One of the returns that I got this year was... Is it over here? Should be. I don't know where it is. It was a Todd Rundgren record. That was a bootleg. So that was on me. I actually thought it was the original thing, but it was not. So I went back and I did a little research on it, and yeah. All right. Sold a Sawa Deluxe Cookie Gun, vintage, Swedish. I think I got this at the church sale. July 2022, probably church sale. Sold for $24.95. Where's it going? Fort Lauderdale. It's gonna be 2 pounds. So I will be on Whatnot today, 4 o'clock. All postcards, no filler. And hopefully continue doing postcard shows until Christmas, possibly the end of the year. We'll see. Having that package get sent to the package recovery center kind of put a chink in my armor. I mean, I'm covered. I'll get my money back, but that's time I didn't want to spend. You know, now I got to go back and resource those cards. So. Sup, Ainsley? There's some Native American stuff coming up in the auctions this next week, by the way. Sup, Sal? Got 28 people out there. Thank you all for joining in. Technically, you can't sell bootlegs on eBay. Like I've had some like the Japanese or Korean import bootlegs get taken down. I have sold some. But actually, one of the best ones I've sold was a Elvis Japanese import of. I forget what it was, but I got it for free. The cover was poor condition, but it was super rare. Elvis import, sold for like 300. That was one of the ones that I got for $300. I actually got it because I pulled up behind some people in line at Goodwill, and I saw tons of boxes of records in the back of their car, and it was a super long line. And I literally went up to their window, knocked on it, and I said, "Hey, you want to not wait in this line? I'll take everything out of your car and put it in mine, and you'll be done. I see you got a bunch of records." And they were like, "Yeah." So I did, and that was in there. It was 99% garbage, but that was in there. All right. Sold a Hot Wheels Dual Cool 5-car gift pack. Been in the store for a minute. A few of these sold right away, and this one, for some reason, has been sticking around. Not anymore. Is that going to be long enough is the question. Just barely perfect. Sold a Courier and Ives Christmas bell. This was in the buyout stock, wasn't listed. There it is, 1983 Courier and Ives Christmas bell. Pretty bell, pretty bell, pretty bell. Where the hell is Don and Steve? I don't know. Is there someone running an ephemera auction on Whatnot? That's probably where Steve's at. Matchbook auction? So the bell sold for $7.55. I feel like this could maybe go in a 7.55. I hope it does. Oh yeah, I've. Oh, is that the end? What's going on? Oh, there's a stick. Oh, that is the end. Is that? Nope, it's just a stick. Right. So here. Oh, that's weird. It's almost the end now. Yeah, the Goodwill here is in a big parking lot that they share. So if they can't tell somebody you can't give to somebody else if you're just in the parking lot like I was. They cannot enforce donation rules. You're allowed to do whatever you want. Technically, I've seen them try to do that as well on their own property, which you can't do. You can't tell people they can't give their stuff to somebody else if they don't want to. Alright, next up. Let's see if I can send out any offers. I've been holding off on doing an end and relist because there's some guy in France who wants to buy a whole bunch of postcards. And I did it and in relist, and he wasn't able to find a bunch of the ones he had apparently in his cart. So I need to message the guy and be like, when are you gonna do this, dude? Sold this here Burke Willie Moscone on Pocket Billiards. Sold for like $8. This came free, I think, from that Goodwill haul. Either that or was the Sci-Fi buy. Sci-Fi buy. Although I don't know for sure. Actually, looking at the date it was listed, I'm pretty sure it was Sci-Fi buy. Sci-Fi buy. Steve's here shipping. Very funny. Honestly, like, I donate to Goodwill, but I mean they get a lot of like junk from me, like junk. Like should probably go to the dump, but I'll just put it at the bottom of a bin and then put some like halfway decent stuff on top. I don't care. They suck. This book did, in fact, come from the Sci-Fi by Sci-Fi by Philip Jose Farmer, Image of the Beast. Ooh, look at that. Can you guess the publisher? Bet you can. Playboy. $12.95. Ah, shit. Really? Why did this have medium flat rate box for the shipping? That's weird. Well, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna put it in a padded flat rate envelope. Why is the shipping so crazy on this? Well, sold an item out of the other store. Vintage history book. American Values and Problems Today. 70s or 60s. It's like a social studies book. 50s? I don't know. Let's see if it says on the listing. This thing has been in the store for like 3+ years. $15. Man, I watched Twins: The New Trend the other day. As you know, one of the channels I really enjoy, and they covered they did Heart, and I've had fucking Heart stuck in my head ever since. There are worse songs to have stuck in your head. But it's there regardless. This thing is dull. It needs to go. That is also dull. It needs to go. Here's little Ricky. There he is. There we go. Sold a brochure. It's, this. This is Seattle Parks and Playgrounds. It's like a map / brochure kind of thing. And it sold for $19.90. I have actually fended off so many lowballs on this. So many lowballs. I'm glad I held out. No. Then got some postcards still going out that haven't. These are the international and first class ones. There were some good ones. I'm gonna do a quick little. We'll do like a turbo what sold here. There were some good ones going out here. These are all the first class, meaning $20 or better. One of them's going international. All right. St. Louis World's Fair, official souvenir, 1904, Art Palace, unused. That one sold for $22. 22. Really good condition though. And we sold another Prisoner of War Japan card with all the neat postal markings. Man, I've sold a bunch of these now. They all do pretty good. $80, 81 on that one. Took an offer. Really cool one. Vergennes, Illinois. Check that one out. Super cool. All these horse carts going to taking wood to the silos. Pretty neat. Pretty great card. Took an offer on that one for $50. Yep. This one's going international. Sold for $20. Undivided back. Gloucester. And then this one came from the Herbert Love collection. Literally just a photo of some hay bales. Hay bales in Emlenton, Pennsylvania. And that one, $25. So that's a pretty good, like, first class. Some good, nice higher dollar ones. And then this one, also, this is Grig, HP Grig. This one sold on HIP for 30, which I'm just going to go ahead and do this one first. That was the only HIP sale this weekend. Oops. I recognize this name. I'm pretty certain I've shipped to this person before. Nope. Yeah, that Old Town one is really cool. I'm surprised it took so long to sell. I had it up for 65. And you know what? Somebody made an offer. It was reasonable based on what I had. Like, actually, I only had a handful of asshole offers this weekend. Most of the offers ended up being pretty good. And that one's going to Canada. So those prisoner of war cards, if memory serves, I think I got in a Goodwill lot. Connie bought one last year. I remember that. And I've sold probably like 5 or 6 of them. Just those cards paid for that whole lot. And then some. This is going to eBay International Standard Delivery. All right. So how much do they pay for shipping? Enough. I want to go. It's going to be insured. Yeah, I'm good on that. We're going to do it that way. I have the worst luck with giveaways. Swear to God. I mean, the nice thing about if it's sent standard envelope and you got an item not received, the PIP process is pretty straightforward and quick. I had to file 2 PIPs this last weekend. The only downside is you have to wait at least 30 days after the order to do it, which is easy to overlook. Or forget. I'm going to have to order more mobile mailers. They're not going to make it till the end of the year. I was hoping they might, but they're not. All right, let me get this stuff put out, and then we'll go pull our other orders and finish this Mamma Jamma out. There. Go there. Anyone want to take a picture for Instagram? Here's your chance. It's a box of boxes. I'm a reseller and people bought things from me during the holidays. Look at all these boxes. Alright, let's go grab this crap. I'm gonna have to cancel that when I know it. Alright, see you downstairs. All right. This one's kind of a cool Italian card. Carabinieri. Carabinieri. Some Italian sea captains. Mate. It's like the third card out of MHA. What did I get? These I bought off Whatnot. These, I think, were Texas. What's his name? We picked Texas. I start. I started more recently putting store names when I. So for a while, I've been doing like the source as part of my listing system. I'll show you. Just as an example. So here we've got M12, March 12, 2022. That's from the guy I know in Ruston. You know, back here, April 2022, backstock. Backstock. Ruston. Most of these are Ruston. Park, Seattle. No one's been up for a while. The old water tower in Volunteer Park, no longer there. Okay, I don't know where that is. I'm not searching for it. And there's one other thing, which I'll grab on my way up. I will see you up there. A lot of postcards going to Seattle today. It's kind of interesting. Just pop these outside real quick and then I'll come back and deal with that thing. Because I got some feelings about that. Alright, this thing took longer to sell than I thought it was going to. Does it still work? Alright, batteries are at the very least need replacing. Ooh, that doesn't look good. That looks like battery acid. Uh-oh. Be right back. I picked this up at a garage sale in August of 2021. No, wait, yes. So, I got no money into it. It was the one where I picked up all those X-Men action figures. For those who've been watching for a while. It was a good day of sourcing for sure. And this was kind of a throw-in at the end of the day. I think I paid $2 for it. Come on. Jeez. I'm really not wanting to... How long is that fucking screw? Where's my other screwdrivers? You know, like regular, real screwdrivers that aren't stupid Leatherman screwdrivers. Oh, but nearly. That's no good. All right. Those are not what batteries should look like. There's goo oozing out. Let's see if we can save this thing. I don't have high hopes. And that's why you don't leave batteries in the fucking thing. Because you might not sell it for a year and a half. Alright, now let me go see if I got 4 AA's. Ah, shit, where'd it go? Crap. On here. There it is. Alright. If memory serves, this is one of those things where the screw actually completes the connection, so it doesn't work unless you've screwed it back in. So we'll screw it back in. I'm not doing any other work to it. I don't
No, crap. Have any idea about electronics? And then I'm gonna go wash my hands. Yeeks. So let's hit that with the printer, actually. All right. Any bets whether this thing is actually going to still work or not? I give it 50-50. Which is, I think, generous. I'm going to wash my hands. I'll be right back. I don't like messing around with battery acid. Honestly, shit freaks me out. All right. Moment of truth. Was it moving though? The robotics aren't working. is trying. It's supposed to be moving around. And it sounds like shit.
Ah, crap. I gotta cancel it. I can't ship that. I mean, it fixed the battery terminal, but the robotics are not working. There's a screw here I can take off his head and see if that's fixable. But I'm not super savvy tech-wise, so I can clean a battery terminal just fine, but not real great on the more advanced stuff. Let's see here. Like operating a screwdriver. Three screws. All right. I need to put this outside real quick.
Okay, so that doesn't really help anything. Can't really get to anything from that. There's definitely a couple of... Oh, there's a screw missing back here. It appears somebody else may have attempted this before. Well, it's moving.
I feel like it should be going faster. Yes, those are 100% new batteries. Alright, let's see what this thing's supposed to look like. I'm gonna get a copyright claim from this thing too. How lame. Yeah, that's not what's happening. That is not what's happening here. Yeah. Oh well. It happens. That is why you do not leave batteries in your items. All right. Well, it happens. Now, what do I want to do with this thing? Because I feel like it's too good to throw away. I bet you I can pull the head off and just sell a Ray Charles head on eBay. Not even as like a part for this thing. Yeah, like that arm's supposed to...
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of gears inside that are not doing anything. Collectors who collect distorted Ray Charles. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Might be fun to throw off the roof. Alright, well, I still have a map to find. Which... that'll be fun. But other than that, that's it for today. Ray Charles versus... You know, that's... I mean, I got a hammer. And I do like smashing things. Like, what's the most I'm going to get out of that, really? Is maybe 20 bucks? Let's see if any of them have sold parts to repair. None sold for parts. Unsold with repair. Not working. One. Oh, that one says works. Works well. Works fine. Works. Yeah, so I don't even think there's parts repair value here. Nobody's fixing these things. There's somebody who's selling one basically the same condition for 10 bucks. And it's been up since January. It's been up for 10 bucks since May 31st. Sell the battery door? Right, yeah. I mean, I'll pull off the head and just sell a Ray Charles head. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Well, hopefully y'all can come over to Whatnot this evening. I will be there. Hopefully you will as well. And otherwise, I'll be back tomorrow. So thank you all for tuning in. You know, not every ship show ends with a happy ending. Just the way. Sad but true. Yep. Peace out.